Y'all said Survivor 8. You didn't mention Survivor Eaten, because I'm getting eaten alive.
If I feel like you're not connecting with me, that's a you problem.
Everything she says is either blunt or bitchy.
Yeah, I don't really care for them. I'll vote them out.
This season's gonna be nuts.
Welcome to Sagevivor. Welcome to Sagevivor. Welcome to the island where the heat's turned up high, where the flavors are fierce and the flames never die. You better bring your A game, your spice and your sass, cause in this kitchen jungle you're cooking to last. From sweet to sour, salty to spice, each dish a battle, each meal's a dice. The fire's raging, the stove's red hot. Who's serving up victory and who's getting caught? It's Sagevivor 8, the taste of survival, serving up the heat from breakfast to trial. You gotta outcook, outfeed, outlast, or you'll be the next dish burning up way too fast. Sagevivor. Down in the Sagevivor. Sagevivor. You're whipping up alliances like a whisk in a bowl, serving secret recipes with the side of control. The pressure cooker's ticking, the knobs are out. Can you stand the heat or will you burn out? From sweet to sour, salty to spice, each dish a battle, each meal's a dice. The fire's raging, the stove's red hot. Who's serving up victory and who's getting caught? It's Sagevivor 8, the taste of survival, serving up the heat from breakfast to trial. You gotta outcook, outfeed, outlast, or you'll be the next dish burning up way too fast. Will you be the chef of the season, or the plate they toss away? This food chain's ruthless and you're on the tray. It's Sagevivor 8, the taste of survival, cooking up the heat from breakfast to trial. You gotta outcook, outfeed, outlast, or you'll be the next dish served up way too fast. Sagevivor.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Sagevivor Season 8. In this episode, we went straight into the Spot the Difference challenge. So everybody had to get into pairs with somebody on their tribe and they could only vocally tell each other what they were seeing and try to find the differences within it. Super fun challenge. So it was very good, very good. We're going to see exactly how everybody does. Friendly reminder, if you have not already, please smash that like button for me to show your support for the series and consider subscribing. It really does help out a lot, not only for me, but for the cast of Sagevivor and future cast of Sagevivor. The better that these videos do, the more I can turn around and reinvest into Sagevivor as a whole. So enough of my yapping. Let's see how everybody feels about things and who wins immunity and who will be going home next.
All right, welcome to Salad Thoughts with Katie. I don't know. Well, Katie Croutons, if you will. Katie Croutons, and I'm tired, guys. 3 days to school. I had an award ceremony last night. I have graduation. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna lose my mind. I've done this like 5 times now. I'm not redoing it. I don't know why all of a sudden my phone is not staying in its holder. Like, I've put it in 6 times now. So I'm not redoing it. You guys are getting what you're getting. That's where we're at. I'm losing my mind. Anyway, time to talk, right? Time to chat about the tribe. Day, I don't know, is this day 3, day 4 of the tribe? I don't know, because we're not going tribal, so it don't matter to me. Yet again, Salad Tribe's dominating. We're doing great. I'm really vibing with this tribe. A lot of extroverts, which I love. Found myself in 2 alliances. One with Rob and KD, the K Jewelers, if you will. And then one with Jason, KD, and Rob. The Hard Fingers. Cute. Also, y'all were really cute with that little command for me. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm loving the tribe. Loving this org, too. Just a fun org in general. Great vibes. I just came off of an org that was a little rough, so this one has been a lot better. In terms of, like, people and trust rankings, I'll put that in my sub soon. But, yeah, obviously have a lot of trust with Rob and KD. I found myself in 2 alliances with them. And I'm pretty sure if we went to tribal, I wouldn't have to worry anyway. Because I'm pretty confident in my social game. I think I'm doing pretty good, all things considered. But we're not in tribal. I think if we do go to tribal, we're going to have an easy first boot. I think it's going to be Whitney. Whitney has been super inactive. Like, we did that last challenge, and, you know, we had to do pairs and whatever. And I did mine with Jason right away because immediately, like, I knew I was going to be busy the following day. Jason wanted to do it. I was like, great. You want to do yours now? I want to do it now. Let's just get out of the way. It was awesome. Literally almost 24 hours after the challenge was announced, Whitney's like, guys, next time put me in. What? Like, no, you're barely on. And apparently they're telling people, like, they're taking breaks. They're weekends for them. Like, I don't know why you do this if you're not going to. Look, I get it. Clearly I'm very busy. Freaking clearly, right? Like, doing my confessionals when I can. But, like, then don't sign up for an org if you're not going to try to put the effort in. I don't know. It's just my thought. And very wild to tell people that. And then very wild to, like, say something and be like, guys, why didn't you put me in? Like, you weren't on. What? Hello? Anyway, happy birthday to Rob. If you're seeing this, you know, post this. It's Rob's birthday today. And I hope Rob parties it up hard. Has an amazing birthday. And Rob's now officially older than me because we were the same age. But now you're older. What else I gotta talk about? Oh, Jason's on a journey right now, which is cool. Wish it was me. I'll be interested. I think Jason will be more honest with us than Exie is. Exie said that they, like, potentially, I didn't even press it because I just don't believe it, but they were potentially going to lose their vote, and they played for it, and they did lose their vote. I don't believe it. I think here's what happened. I think your vote was on the line, and you got a choice to play. Like, I watch Survivor. Usually what happens is you get to risk your vote to get an advantage. And 9 times out of 10, people risk their votes. And I believe you that you still have your vote, but I also believe you got an advantage. And you're not telling us that, because why would you just be like, play for your vote? No, that doesn't seem right. Now, if I'm wrong, sure, I'll eat crow, but, like, I don't trust it. So I'll be interested to see what Jason says. Besides that, the tribe be vibing, we be vibing. We're not going to tribal. And I'm feeling good. This might be one of the better Survivor games I'm playing. So that's really all I got. Sorry for the crash out. I can't deal with dropping my phone anymore. It's driving me absolutely insane. And I'll check in with you later. Bye.
Hello, it's me again, Swan. Just wanted to do a quick round update before I head into work here in a few minutes. Sorry my comps are kind of dry, but this round was kind of dry, TBH. Let's see, I did get my dream alliance formed with Sarah and Jules. Made that happen pretty easily. It was just like talking to Jules about who she vibed with, and she said Sarah, and I was like, great, let's link up with Sarah. And then I went to Sarah and was like, hey, Jules said she likes you. Would you be interested in doing something with that? And we did, and here we are. Hopefully they're loyal to it, and can, like, stick their neck out for me if I'm in danger in any of the future rounds, because I'm definitely nervous about things once Ryan goes. Just because he's such an obvious target and there's not really one after that, but we'll get to that in a minute. Sorry, I'm like shaking the camera a bunch. What else was I gonna say? connecting with Kate a lot more. Love Kate. So Kate's on the ups in my book. Still love Abel. Abel's name is out this round, which sucks, but that's just Ryan throwing a name out, and I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Like, if Ryan has a full idol, then good for fucking him, I guess. Like, 2 rounds of immunity, and then he'll just go the 3rd. Like, whatever. But I don't want to lose Abel. I don't like the fact that his name is out, that people, like, think that's a potential easy vote. I mean, just Ryan thinks he's an easy vote, but still. I think some other people aren't connecting as much with Abel either, but we'll see. So Ryan and I actually worked really well together in the immunity challenge, which is unfortunate because we still don't connect, like, socially outside of that, which is why I'm, like, totally fine with him going. He probably suspects that. I mean, he has to, right? But he seems, like, comfortable thinking it's Abel. I have no fucking clue. But yeah, he and I worked together really well in the challenge, and then we still lost by 1 point, which actually sucks because, like, I don't get how people missed anything. Like, it was really easy. But then again, I'm good at challenges. I don't know. It just seemed really simple. Like, it was pretty cut and dry, like what was there and what wasn't. So I don't know how people missed points. Ryan's a little frustrated, rightfully so, because he did well and he's gonna go home. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. I don't know. I'm not one to overly obsess about challenge performance unless somebody is, like, extremely flopping, or if, like, we have a challenge beast that is, like, not the best socially to keep around, like, if we're struggling. But yeah, maybe we should focus on challenge strength because we've lost 2 in a row. But the first one wasn't, like, a challenge. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, Adis immediately threw out Ryan, which she seems to kind of be, like, driving things a little bit. I know I said in my confessional question that nobody is, but, like, instantly when tribal starts, she's like, this is the person, this is the person. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, are we not going to discuss it? Are we not going to ask opinions? I mean, the first 2 are kind of obvious and easy, I guess, but still. Let's see. I've been working on Kate, and then Kaden went on the jury, which is fine because I don't talk to Kaden much. And speaking of, I was trying to start some, like, game chat with Chewy and, like, told him who I'm vibing with and was like, how are you feeling going forward? Because obviously things are going to get tricky once Ryan leaves. And then, at first he, like, gave me a nothing answer and I was like, okay, fuck this. But then finally he was like, yeah, I feel like I'm connecting the least with Kaden. And I was like, yes, here we go. Here's something I could work with. And I was like, I haven't been connecting with him as much too. So sounds like it's possible that Kaden could be the next boot after Ryan, which would be great. Because I really just want to survive till a fucking swap. And I don't know if I can survive, like, 4 tribals here. But we'll see. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Just, like, I'm voting Ryan, and it's still getting along great with Sarah and Jules. We have that alliance now, and yeah, I don't know. Kind of a lame update, but at least it's short.
Okay, so yesterday was actually pretty eventful for me, and that I actually enjoyed a day on this tribe. So it started with having a conversation on VC with Rob from the challenge, and then he was like, I know, that's when I told him that I wasn't really feeling it with Jason, but he likes Jason and he likes Katie, which is kind of obvious. So then I tell Eggsy, oh, I'm on a VC with Rob. So then he wants to VC with me because apparently I'm his favorite, which is great. So then I have to VC with him. And that was probably pretty, I guess, revealing, kind of, because then he told me Liv has been feeling basically the same way as I have, which was really, really good to know. So then I just bit the bullet and I initiated a game talk with Liv, and then she's kind of like the best ever. Basically, I think we just have so much in common and, like, kind of similar personalities, except she's probably more, like, lively than I am. So then we make, like, we definitely, Eggsy, Liv, and I, we make, like, a little alliance together, and that's basically the alliance I'm going to stick to for the rest of the game. I don't care. Like, I just don't care. Like, if voting them out is better for my game, I'm just not going to do it if it means I can vote out Jason and Katie, Mom, and Zach, and Jacob, and maybe Rob, I don't know. I really don't care anymore. That's how this tribe is making me feel. And then it was also discovered that Zach is talking to people in AI, which is pretty funny, but like, I can't have that. Especially when Whitney, who I love Whitney, is right there, and I'm not voting her out ever. I might just try to go for Whitney. Well, to a point. But I will go as far as I can with Whitney because I love her now. Yeah, Jason, I don't talk to him. I hope he gets voted out. I'm gonna throw him under the bus, and Katie mom. I'm gonna throw them under the bus at a swap. Because I think that right now, it's like Katie mom, Jason, and Rob, they're at like the top of the tribe, and no one can do anything else about it because Eggsy and KD have beef or whatever. They don't like each other, so they can't work together. And then Zach is a wild card, so you don't know what he's going to do. You don't know who he's with. He's using an AI. Jacob, you don't know. He's also a wild card, so you don't know who he's with. I assume he's closer with the Rob, Jason, and Katie mom side. But I don't know. And then who else? Yeah, KD, probably closer to that side too. But I don't know. I think she's probably like in the middle somewhere. I don't think she's like at the top of anyone's trust, but not at the bottom either, except for Eggsy. But yeah, they can't really do anything against Jason, Katie, Mom, and Rob because everyone else isn't united enough against them. Except for me, Liv, and Eggsy, who are united against them. Minus a little bit Eggsy, who probably thinks he's with them, but I don't think so. If I had to guess, like, where I am on people's trust rankings, I think I would do, like, I'm at or near the top of Eggsy, Liv, and Whitney, and then nearish the top of Rob's, probably in the middle of KD, and then, like, a little below the middle of Jacob's and Zach's, maybe, and then I'm probably at the near the bottom, or at the bottom of Katie, Mom, and Jason trust rankings. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I think I'm in a pretty good spot right now. I have Rob protecting me, Eggsy protecting me, Liv and I are good. No one can get Whitney on their side to get me out because Whitney and I are very good now. And I think I have, solid enough relationships with most people on the tribe, except for Jason and Zach and Katie Mom and maybe Jacob. But I think Jacob likes me a little bit. I'll just have to start something with him. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.
But whatever. If they lose, they better not look at us because we didn't do it. I don't even know. I don't know where my head's at right now. It's so early in the game. I don't know who to trust. I feel like right now maybe Zach would be my number one on my tribe. So, I don't know. That's just where I'm at right now.
Good afternoon, Sagevivor. Hatless confessional, although my hair is trying to leave my body. This is the longest my hair has been in a long time. And I need to shave this shit off too. Sagevivor, I'm falling a fucking part in these. Alright, so we're waiting for challenge results for that last challenge where we had to spot the differences. And one of our teammates, or one of the duos, took double the time the rest of us. So our hopes are not very high that we won this. Plus, in comparing notes, some of us don't even have the same things we noticed that were different. So this isn't looking good for Team Salad, if I'm being honest. So I thought I'd take this time to just walk through everyone on Team Salad and see sort of where I'm at with them, just like a check-in on all the different Team Salad members, how I'm feeling about them, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so let's start. I have to pull the list up because it's not still ingrained in my mind. Okay, so apple. Still very little from applesauce. I don't know. That's all I can say. It's probably on me as much as it is on Apple, but nothing. Eggsy just got back from exile. They said they lost their vote and then had to play in a challenge and got their vote back, but Jules did not. And then I haven't heard from Eggsy since, so I hope they pipe up today later and give me a little bit more information. If we win somehow, if the other tribe just, I don't know, fell asleep while doing it, then I'm going to exile. So it's probably in Eggsy's best interest that they tell me the truth, since I'm about to find out if they were lying or not if we win. Jacob, yeah, I think Jacob is, I always know Jacob as Gorilla Man, so I'm like, Jacob, who's Jacob? Jacob's interesting. I think starting to put the feelers out to work with me seems pretty like game body a little bit, which is not surprising for me specking his other seasons. God, this hair is going to drive me nuts the whole time. I think he's starting to get into a little hot water with some folks. I think some folks aren't trusting him, so he'll be interesting to watch out for. Katie is sweetheart, doing great. I know she's at the end of the school year, so it's been a little harder for her to be as active, but she's about to be done, so I'm not too worried about it. KD, they are just magnificence. Like a mess, but fun. And if you're on the right side of that mess, then you're in good, which I am. I'm going to keep KD around as long as possible. Liv, I like. A little on the quieter side still. I tend to like, if the spark doesn't catch right away, I tend to also not try and keep it going. And that's a problem right now with Liv and Apple. Like, I just haven't felt it, so I haven't really tried to keep it going. Rob, he's definitely my number one, but he's also someone I'm very worried about. Very charming, very charismatic, probably has deals with everyone. The alpha gays tend to congregate, so I'm guessing that's what's going on with him. Whitney is now just become sort of a punchline on the tribe, and now people are actively just making fun of her in the chat when she talks. She's like, why didn't you pick me for the challenge? And people were like, you haven't been around for 36 solid hours. Why would we pick you? And she just doesn't respond. And I get like one question a day. It's like, hey, how are you? How's your day going? I'm like, oh, it's a busy day, this and this, but I'm glad summer's finally here. What's your night look like? And then the next day I will get, oh, I was having dinner for 11 hours. And then Zach, he is a little on the quieter side too. I'm still in my 3-person alliance with him and Rob. But Zach's a little bit on the quieter side, but I like Zach. He seems like a really nice guy. Floated the idea today of an alliance of me, KD, KT, and Rob, past both Rob and KD, and they like that idea a lot. That, I suspect, will become a more powerful alliance. Those 4 seem strong. I also think we're getting swapped right after this, just because it's a season of Survivor on an org. I don't know a single one that keeps people on the same tribe. Although Pirates, we stayed on our tribe for a while. The Pirates season I was on. So, I don't know. But I suspect we'll swap. That's my guess. All right, this is too long. And my hair is too long.
So, who went home last week? Faith. Faith went home last week. So, R.I.P. Faith. I love her. I really feel like Faith got cheated. But I don't know. I still voted her ass out, unfortunately. I know that sounds bad, but I just went with majority, which is lame, but couldn't get Ryan out that episode or that week, so gonna do that. So as far as I know, we're planning on doing, oh, by the way, we lost. We're not gonna talk about mine and Chewy's time that we had on the challenge, because
kind of irrelevant because, like, a loss is a loss. And ultimately, like, the reason we lost wasn't due to time. So, anyway, as far as I know, the plan is to get Ryan out. But we lost so much money during that first reward that there's no way Ryan only bought one thing. Because, like, if you bought... Okay, so my thought process behind it is that if you bought one thing that you admitted to buying, like, there's more. And I'm not dumb. But, yeah, so I have been trying really hard to keep Ryan comfortable in hopes that if he does have something, he won't play it. Now, whether or not, like, it's working, like, actually working, I don't know. But I have told Ryan that the people... So, Ryan threw out Abel's name. And he didn't throw out Abel's name to me. He threw it out to Chewy, supposedly. And Abel is actually the one that told me that Ryan threw out his name to Chewy. So, of course, like, I'm a fucking loudmouth. I hear tea, I'm spilling it. Okay? So, like, don't come to me and tell me shit. Because, like, sorry, but I'm gonna tell people. Which is probably... I know that that's why people tell me shit. Because they know that, like, it's gonna get around. Which, ultimately, whatever. I'll keep that target on my back. Don't really care. Shit, I'll put that target on my front, too. Anyway, so I wasn't going to tell Sarah that Ryan was throwing out Abel's name. Because my entire process, like, my entire thought process from the beginning was to try to make Ryan feel as comfortable as I possibly could so that he wouldn't play anything. So anyway, so Sarah told me that Abel told her that Ryan told Chewy that he wants Abel out. So I wasn't going to tell Sarah. I was just going to let Sarah vote for Ryan because, like, ultimately, who cares? Like, the end goal for this tribal is to sort of, like, blindside Ryan. Would it be boring, like, pre-merge? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is it doing too much? Yeah. Do I care? Not at all. So, anyway, I told Sarah, like, oh, wow, that's so crazy. Abel just told me the same exact thing. So, what did I do? I made an alliance chat with Chewy, Jules, Sarah, Ryan, and I. So, I mean, granted, nobody else is fucking talking about it, like, talking in that alliance chat, which I think is kind of, like, sketching out Ryan. But I don't know. I told Ryan that the majority of the votes are going on Abel, which isn't true. But ultimately, my goal is to hopefully make Ryan believe that he's safe, like, from elimination, and that he won't play anything. If he plays anything, like, I don't know, if he plays something and he's safe, whatever, Abel goes home. I'm not fucking close to Abel, as long as I'm not the one going home, or, like, anybody in my, like, alliance is going home. I genuinely don't care. I know that sounds bad, but I've also like kind of started to connect with Adis, I think is how her name is pronounced. Adis. Anyway, we're starting to connect. We are about to have like a little Fortnite date, and Ryan also wants to play Fortnite too, but like, oh, he's so fucking boring. Like, that's the whole reason I want him out, is I'm sure outside of this game, he is great and wonderful and such a nice fucking guy, but it's just like, I would get better responses talking to a fucking wall, like, in my apartment complex. It's just like very cut and dry, and you know, maybe that's just his personality, and maybe our personalities just don't clash, and that's okay. Like, I'm a bitch. My personalities can be a little much. I get it. But boring is fucking boring, okay? Like, I don't know. One of the first things I did was look at my tribe mate's Spotify playlist, and Ryan has one. Okay? It's just as boring as you would fucking think. It's generic country music and one song from Camp Rock. Sir, can you be any more just generic and boring? Like, give me some personality. Like, I don't know. I mean, congratulations, you manage an errands and you're like signing up poor people for predatory like loans essentially, and then when they can no longer afford them, you repossess their belongings. Like, give me a fucking break. Like, oh brother, this guy stinks. Anyway, I just really hope the fucking Ryan, I hope it's simple and Ryan goes home. Because, I mean, if he did buy an Advantage, like, how boring. It's pre-merge. I mean, I know I'm not one to talk about, like, making a boring pre-merge, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Move. By just, like, trying to keep Ryan comfortable. I don't know. Maybe I'm just delusional and I'm not doing a good job at making him feel comfortable. We'll find out at Tribal. But either way, I mean, if Ryan is smart, he won't play anything. Because, I mean, something else that was discussed today was just splitting votes between, like, legitimately splitting the votes between Abel and Ryan. Because, oh, Jules doesn't have a vote, by the way. So, we thought, well, maybe we could split the votes, which, boring, but, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Ryan doesn't play anything. Or maybe Ryan just doesn't have anything. And, oh, that comes off. And Abel goes home. I mean, I don't know. Is Ryan boring? Absolutely. But I think I would still be able to work with Ryan if I absolutely had to. And I also feel like because I'm so vocal about how boring I find him, there's no way we're not gonna swap tribes. So I feel like with the luck that I have, we're gonna swap tribes. And I will be stuck with Ryan. And then, I don't know, I would rather have somebody to potentially work with after, like, whether it's like because of a tribe swap or after merge or whatever. I don't know who I'm voting for, essentially. I don't know. I think maybe I'll vote Brian. Maybe I'll vote Abel. Because, I don't know. Abel's young. I think he's like 21, which I'm not ageist. I think that's the word. But he's also boring. What the fuck do I have in common with you? Nothing.
Alright, time to update you. I'm gonna be a little bit distracted because someone wants attention. Say hello. Okay, so got back from the sanctuary after being hustled by Eggsy and losing my vote, but it's alright. I'm low-key, like, it's not the worst thing, and I've said this to a couple people, like, imagine Eggsy having to go back to the Salad tribe and be like, yeah, I didn't lose my vote, I didn't gain my vote, and nothing happened. If I was in that tribe, I'd be like, yeah, right. I wouldn't believe them. So, for me to come back and be able to say, yeah, look, it sucks, but I lost my vote, at least people aren't going to be sus. So, that should be okay. And yeah, like, as far as, like, talking to Exy, like, I didn't want to give too much away. I did say that, like, they asked me to predict who was going to be voted out. Oh, hello, Jim. And I did say Faith, I got it right. And I was also like, oh, I heard a rumor that Ryan took immunity. And I was like, you know, for me, whoever took immunity, that's going to be the second person voted out. And I hope Exy doesn't take that back and use that as a way to kind of like screw us over. Like by, if they win the challenge again, sending Ryan to the sanctuary again, make him safe from tribal. If it was me, I wouldn't be doing that because for me, like, Exy is now a connection that I have on the other side. And if I get swapped into a bad situation and Exy is there, then maybe that's something I can use. And hopefully they're thinking the same way. Because if they're choosing on the other foot, if they send Ryan to Sanctuary and then we get swapped together and they're in a minority, I'm going to be like actively against them. You're like, you took information that I gave you and used it against me, so I'm going to vote you out. Versus if they send someone else and they say, oh yeah, I wanted to make sure Ryan stays so you could vote him out, that would be ideal. So hopefully we're all good there. But yeah, I came back and Sarah's immediately spilling all the tea to me. Like, I love her. I'm so glad that she's in this game. Like, it sounds like there was a little bit of chaos in the vote. Nothing too bad. But yeah, I'm glad to have her on my side and on this tribe. Like, I think we're vibing so well. So yeah, like, she spilled a lot of information about what happened. I was able to read tribal, which is good, so I could see everything that went down with Ryan and Edith. That's a lot. Like, yeah, I don't like the way Ryan was acting, so yeah, he needs to go. Which is even better that I don't have a vote because, it makes me not having a vote better because it's it doesn't matter. Like, we're going to have a unanimous vote. I think the next one after that will be challenging, especially after I had a conversation with Edith earlier. Sorry, I'm rambling all over the place. But we did our challenge, and then afterwards we were chit-chatting for a little bit. And she said that in her mind, after we vote out Ryan, it's either Chewy or Abel next. Now, Chewy is someone that I have an alliance with. Chewy is someone that I can see myself working with. So I'll probably try and see if I can push on to Abel. But if not, that's going to be tricky. Chewy is someone that I feel like he's trying to play out in front, which is great. I'm happy to be behind someone else. And Sarah was telling me about some of the stuff that was happening leading up to the vote. She was saying that, like, she would have one conversation with Chewy and it would get around the whole tribe. And not in like a he's spilling tea kind of way, in like a this is the information we want out there as a way to push a faith vote. So it's kind of like, if we want to do something in the future and we have Chewy, he can be like a little puppet for us. We could just say to him, we could convince him of anything, he goes and spreads it around, and it could happen. And then if it doesn't happen, if it backfires on him, not on us. So yeah, I'm good with that. But yeah, I haven't even talked to everyone since I came back. I suppose like it's late for some people when I came back, so we'll talk to people more tomorrow. But yeah, I didn't talk to Ryan at all, like shock. I didn't talk to Chewy or to Kate one-on-one, but I did talk to them in our alliance chat. I haven't talked to Abel at all. So the only people I've like one-on-one chatted with is Sarah, Swan, and Edith. But yeah, we'll get onto it tomorrow. Look, hopefully we can win this challenge, just because like going back to back, and like as much as I want to burn the lost vote, I'm sort of torn. I want to burn the lost vote, but also like I don't want to be down to tribe people. Not that Ryan is someone I fully trust anyway. But also it's gonna suck to have 2 people leave the game and I haven't voted for either one of them. So yeah, that shit. I was almost going to use that as a reason to pitch to Exy why I should be the one to keep my vote, but doing challenges the fairest way possible, I just, yeah, didn't realize I was getting swindled. Look, I don't know if I've covered everything that I'm thinking of. There's a million things going on at the moment. I didn't have time to film one today because there was constantly something happening. But look, I'm feeling good about my position. I feel like, I told Edith about the lost vote, and I was like, don't tell anyone though. So I told my OG alliance, I told Swan and Edith individually and said, don't tell anyone. So I've told too many people now that if it gets out to the whole tribe, like, I'm not going to know who's leaked it, but hopefully I'll get an idea. But yeah, like Edith was like, yeah, just be careful about who you tell about that. She's like, I would be willing to tell Sarah, be willing to tell Swan, and be willing to tell Caden. So that gives me an idea of who she's vibing with. So Caden is someone that I probably want to have a bit more of a chat to. If he's talking to Edith, who's someone I like, and I think he's been chatting with Sarah a bit, who's my girl, my number one. So yeah, that's someone that I'm going to probably put a little bit more work into. But yeah, look, having a lot of fun already. Like, these early parts of games, it's when there's less risk involved. It's just about having fun. And yeah, having a blast.
Okay, so I'm probably going to write this out as well because I don't want to make production have to sort through and transcribe all of my words because probably going to ramble a little bit here. So far, I've definitely communicated the most with Rob and Katie, that's K-D, not Katie. That's going to be really confusing, especially in video and voice confessionals. But Katie also seems great, the K-A-T-I-E. Jason, pretty cool. Just haven't really gotten much from him. Apple, super communicative on the group chat, but I haven't really gotten much out of them for the individual. Then again, everybody is still kind of feeling everybody out, feeling out the challenge groups and everything. Zach, I think I could really vibe with Zach, although it is his first org, which could play to my advantage or could play to my disadvantage because he doesn't necessarily have a cycle or a plan going into this. So could be total chaos, could be somebody that I might be able to control a little bit. Whitney, she seems great, but she told me she's going to use weekends as her me time, which I totally get. You definitely need your me time. But why on earth would you tell people that you're only going to work with them for 5/7 of the game? You're just not going to be on during Saturdays and Sundays. Like, I get it. You need a break. You might be less communicative on those days, but to say that you're just not going to be on and expect us to want to work with you, that's a stretch. yeah, Rob has been awesome. I really enjoyed communicating with Rob. The only thing with him is I've had a couple of times where I've asked a specific and like just talking about the tribe and how we feel about it, and I'll ask, is there anybody you're vibing with? And he's really kind of shifting on that, where he tries to get me to answer that question before him and then just gives me whatever answers I gave him. So for instance, I said I'm really enjoying working with Katie and Jason, and he said, oh yeah, those guys are great, and then didn't really comment on anybody else. So for looking for a number one, I think I'm going to have to go with somebody else, because I want to work with somebody that's going to communicate fully with me. And if he's going to hold that back, I'm happy to work with him, but definitely not going to be a number or my main ally that I can work with in the game unless things change. Other than that, yeah, I don't necessarily remember anybody else on the tribe, so that really goes to tell you how much I'm working with them. But here's to hopefully just holding on to our tribe and crushing the burger tribe. Begins.
Recording number 14,000 due to audio qualities. Sorry, I'm in a hotel. I don't have my setup here. So this episode, Final 19, I had a good talk with Liv. We bonded over our graduations. We both graduated in May, and we also bonded over our shared position in the tribe, because both of us felt like we weren't really making the social strides that we wanted to make. And so we did find solace in each other that way. And it was a very enlightening conversation for me, because Liv wasn't someone I was super close to before, but he got up my trust ranking since then because of that conversation. And that went on for 3 hours. So because of all that, we did make an alliance called the 3 Degrees with Apple. And that is my main alliance now. Those are my guys and my girls, I guess. My people. Oh yeah, here comes the roll credits. So that's cool. I have a group now. Yay, that's fun. I'm not screwed. I guess one thing I wanted to mention was I wasn't expecting Apple's social game to be as good as it is. He's a lot more social than I would have given him credit for originally, and that kind of surprised me. I kind of put him at a 50 on the socialness scale before, but I gotta increase him up to at least 70, because he's being pretty impressive with his social game, which is a good thing. All right, he is my number one, and I want him to be very well socially ingrained into the tribe, because if he's safe, I'm safe too, right? Because we're just connected. I trust him 100%. I got in there first. That's always going to mean something to him. So if he's good, if he's better off, great. I support it. We did kind of have a plan where we weren't going to be super close, publicly. Lol, that died. XD. But just to go how far, or just to show how good Apple's social game has become recently, we got a second alliance going with me, Apple, and Rob, Rob, I guess, is really close with me and Apple, which is something. I still think his main priority is with KT and Jason, though now that we have this group together, that complicates things a tad, and I'm sure he is going to be a lot more amenable to what we want to do, and that means that, the 6 of us can pretty easily decide what we want to happen. As far as a first boot goes, I don't want to do Whitney. Whitney was the name everybody threw out on the first day, but I wasn't a fan of that, and neither is Apple, so we're not doing that. Which probably makes more sense is Zach, because Zach is using ChatGPT to write his replies, and it's so obvious, and we're all kind of pissed off, and by we, I mean me, Apple, and Liv. We talked about it in our alliance chat, and we're just interesting. Imagine being a human. XD. So food for thought. I think things are going well so far.
Hi. It's my birthday. Running errands. and doing some celebration things tonight. I didn't do a comfy confessional yet, and I was like, let me just pop one in with us. Nothing really to report on. Not going to travel is kind of boring, but whatever. I'm currently now in 4 alliances. There's one with me, Katie, and KD. There's one with me, Jason, and Zach. There's one with me, Katie, and Jason. And then there's now a new one with Apple and Exy. So that's only things really to report on. I feel like a swap might be happening after this tribal finishes today. So we'll see what happens with that. If not, cool. That's about it, y'all. But happy to be another year older, and that's wind. But yeah, here queer and thriving here on Sagevivor season 8. But yeah, everyone have a lovely day. Hope I mean, like, it's fine being immune again, but it gets boring in pre-merge. I feel like either in my orgs is either I go to tribal all the time pre-merge, or I rarely go to tribal pre-merge. So it's like, we'll see, but I don't know. But yeah, much love. Mwah.
Okay, we're back. Episode 2 made the final 18. Thank God. So I feel like I have a bit more to kind of catch you guys up on in terms of like game stuff. Like I really didn't have anything. Last time, where my hair is wet, I really need to like start taking care of my hair because my hair curls up like this, and I need to like actually like take it seriously because yeah. Anyway, so let me catch you guys up. We won immunity. Actually, let's go before immunity. Okay, so Exy comes. Okay, so I found myself in a new alliance between me, Exy, and Apple, which really made me feel great. My conversations with them have been so nice, so good, really like refreshing. So it started out right when Exy came back from their journey. I was like, oh, like how was it? And they're like, do you want a DC? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like why not? Like I don't know. I feel like when you're on voice chat, I feel like I just get a vibe with this cast, like mainly like Katie and Rob. Yeah, like they're more voice chats. Like when I get a voice message from Rob, I'm like, oh my god, personality king, icon, the moment, like that's the vibe that I get from him. So I'm just like, I also just like the voice chat because I feel like it's easier to come across more genuine, and like then you don't have to sit there and go back and forth typing. Like sometimes it can just naturally get dry. I don't know, get dry while you're texting. So I do like voice chat, and I feel like it's a lot easier to actually foster connections, So I was like, okay, great, let me voice chat them, see how their journey went too, and we were partnered up for the challenge anyway. So we started talking, and basically they said how they went on the journey, and they both lost their vote, and they had to find a way to negotiate to get one of them back, and thankfully they were able to get their vote back. And so we were just on voice chat for like 2 hours. Like honestly, maybe like 10% of it was game, if even that. We were just kind of yapping, which is really nice and really refreshing to actually build that connection outside of the game, which made me feel really great about it. Like we were just talking about random stuff, and it was like really nice and enjoyable. And I said I had to go to bed, but I literally was about to pee my fucking pants, and like I feel so awkward being like, hang on 1 second, let me go pee on voice chat. Like I don't know, I literally drank a whole Stanley. I was dying because whenever I'm talking to someone and I get nervous, I just drink water. Don't ask me why. Anyway, so we had a voice chat, and then we also were talking about game, and we were saying how we both were kind of like struggling to connect with these people, which, like I said, really refreshing to hear that it's not just me, because I talked about this in my previous confessional about how I feel like I'm really struggling with this cast, like so many like just dryness and stuff, and like I don't know, I'm just really struggling. I don't know if maybe because like a good majority of the cast is not older than me, like oh my god you're ancient, but like we're not in the same period of our life. Like I just graduated college, I just want to get drunk, like it's literally my only vibe at the moment. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to find a job, and these people are all like in their careers. Like I don't know, I feel like this is why I've been gravitating towards Exy and Apple a lot, because like I said, three of us all just graduated college, so I feel like when you have people that are kind of like at the similar stages of life with you, it's a lot easier to connect with them. So I don't know if maybe that's why, but I don't know, like, I think I'm perfect. I can get along with anyone, you know? LOL, JK. Maybe. But so he was also saying like how he's really been struggling, so that was kind of really nice. Not nice, because it's still not good, but like I was kind of like, okay, so it's not just me. I'm no one else, like not everyone hates me, you know, like okay, that's good. And then they also mentioned something like Apple, and I was like, oh, I also really like Apple too. Like, I've had some of those conversations with Apple, which is really funny because I feel like Katie hates the both of them, and Katie is my third. Like, those are like my top three. Trust it. So I don't see a world where they ever would work together, but I just think it's funny. I feel like I'm being pulled apart. LOL. But so we're like, okay, like maybe we can start an alliance. And actually also told me that Rob, Jason, and Katie have all played together and they know each other, which I'm like, okay, great. Great, like that's awesome, that's lovely, that's splendid. Like, I'm so thrilled. Can you tell how thrilled I am? Anyway, I'm like, okay, great, because I feel like I'm literally, like, Jason is my mortal enemy. Like, every time I play Survivor, I find someone's name who starts with J, and I declare them my mortal enemy, even though they've done nothing to me, really. No, but, like, the fact, like, Jason has not done anything to me. That's the entire fucking point. Like, Jason does not speak to me. Jason is the driest motherfucker that I've ever met in my entire life. Like, I genuinely feel like I am pulling teeth trying to talk to him. And I feel like I have very good patience when this comes to this stuff. Like, I feel like I'm very patient with both Rob and Katie. But, like, I'm literally on my hands and knees begging you to talk to me. Like, I am asking you to send pictures of your cats and you ignore me for 24 hours. Like, what the hell? Like, it's not even like I'm a boring person. I really am not. Like, I can objectively say that I'm not boring. Am I the most interesting person out there? No, but I'm not fucking boring. I have a lot of great funny stories I could tell you. Like, I have things that I could talk to you for about hours. Like, I have a fucking personality to talk about. Like, whether or not I'm boring, I have a personality and I can talk. Whether or not you think I'm boring, that's up for discussion. But I know I can fucking talk, and this is like so bad. Like, I'm telling you how my neighbor is a fucking Marvel comic book artist. I don't know, maybe that's just cooler to me than other people, but like, you're literally telling me that you're watching a Marvel show, so why are you not fucking fascinated by that? Like, what? Like, what? I don't know, like, I personally think that's very, very interesting. And you go, nice. That's your only response? Like, that's your only response? There is no saving you, Jason. There is no saving you. Like, you must just fucking hate me. Like, I don't get it. I don't get what I ever did to you, Jason, to deserve this treatment. I really fucking don't. And I'm so happy he's on the journey, because then I don't just feel obligated to talk to him for 24 hours, even though he beat me for the previous 24 hours. But hey, he's not here, but he can take advantage. Gonna pray to the gods that he fucking loses his vote. He gets expelled from the island. I don't know. Nothing can go in his favor. So I mean, the whole point of that was that Jason, Rob, and Katie know each other. So Katie and Rob are also so dry. But like, I think that they try. Like, I think that they both try. I'll give them that. But I asked Katie, I was like, oh, like, would you want to voice chat? Because like, I saw in your video that you like to voice chat, and I feel like once I get her on voice chat, like, I will see that personality. I will be able to break through to her. Like, maybe we can find some common ground and discuss some game. I don't know. Like, I feel like that would really, really help. I don't know. And so she's like, yes, like, I'd love to voice chat. And I'm like, okay, like, I'm free whenever today. Like, literally just let me know a time and we could voice chat. Ghost it. And then I message her again the next day, like a desperate act, and she doesn't even acknowledge that, like, my previous message. Like, oh, what the hell? Like, I loved you, Katie. Katie, you had so much potential. That just pissed me. You fuck off. Like, I don't even care if you're like, oh, like, I'm busy, I can't do today. I'd be like, perfect, Queen. You're a mother and a teacher. Like, your schedule. You will work on your time. But to literally ghost me, like, what did I do to you? So I probably did nothing. Like, I don't know. That just pissed me the fuck off. And then we have Rob. I feel like he's like really dry, but he tries, you know. And like, now I know that they're both close to Jason. Go, all of you, all three of you, go away, because I hate Jason that fucking much. Anyway, but I also feel like maybe if I got Rob on a voice chat, that could be fun. I don't know. I really don't know. These bitches are boring. Anyway, so those three, they're not boring. That's so mean. I'm sure there's lovely people, especially Rob and Katie Jason. No, I'm good on that one. But so Exy told me that, and we didn't really discuss much besides just kind of how we're standing, how we feel about our standing in the game, and how we both like Apple, so let's do a 3 alliance. And then the next day I get to talk to Apple for a little bit, and we basically, again, kind of very similar to my conversation with Exy about how we're both feeling like, what in the hell? But I know Exy is in with Jason, but Apple is not. So we just giggled about how much we fucking hate Jason. That was literally like one of the best conversations ever. Oh my god, can't even screenshot it because you'll know it's kidding. But that made me feel better, and that makes me kind of almost gravitate a little bit more towards Apple, just because like we kind of see things in the same standing. But I'm really happy about the alliance. I feel like the three of us get along really well. It's like really funny. I was like cracking up last night. So I'm really happy that I now have this alliance with these two people. That made me feel better. Like I said, I do kind of gravitate towards Apple a little bit more because I feel like Exy would be able to integrate themselves a lot better, but I feel like I could kind of get Apple a little bit closer to me. At least that's how I feel from it. And Apple and I were also talking about how Whitney is so camp. Like, we are the only ones who get it. Like, when she comes on, I fucking am obsessed with her. The thing is, she just doesn't come on. Like, I wish she would come on more because that is Mother, and like, I really just need her to come on more. Like, that is Mother. That is Mother. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, the bar is in hell. The bar is in hell. And so like in our alliance, we were also talking about how we keep getting these AI messages from Zach, which is insane because I messaged him. I mean, I did write a lot, and then I like look at this message and I'm like, you don't talk like this. Like, this is, you have the, like, this is the, you can tell when there's a big message from AI. Like, I feel like you could maybe get away with it, like, if you use like a sentence or two, or like you could even just be like, how should I respond to this, and then like take that and put it in your own words. Like, no, he like straight up used AI, and then I was like talking about like immigration, and then he just keeps repeating himself. I'm like, oh my god. And then like Exy and Apple both were like, yeah, like I'm getting AI messages from Zach. Why would we have a fucking robot over Whitney? Like, oh, Whitney. So, and I actually was starting to kind of like Zach a little bit. I was like, okay, like, there's like a little something. No, like, what the fuck? Like, I wanted to call him out so bad, but I low-key also want him to keep sending AI messages to people, and kind of like, I don't know, like, people are like, oh my god, he's sending AI messages. But I also kind of want to be like, babe, like, I'm just gonna tell you very kindly, don't do this. It's very, very obvious when the message is from AI. At least for me, I don't know. I feel like I have like an AI detector like inside of me. Like, I feel like I'm pretty good at that stuff. But I was just kind of like, this is not real. Like, I sent this screenshot to my diary, and like everyone needs to see it. It is insane. It's so funny. So that's Zach. That's where I feel Zach. Katie. We don't really like talk game or anything. Like I said, I'll always have their back for the most part. Because I do have an alliance with their ops, low key. But I'm getting more from them than Katie. But like I said, until Katie really makes me think that I should not trust them, they're good with me. I also feel like it's like when you're not going to tribal, it's a little bit more awkward, and like, especially like when there's still some like inactive people on the cast. Also, Jacob, low-key another op, because why is he always in that tribe chat being funny as shit but not messaging me? I should be everyone's priority. Am I not funny? Am I not cool? I'm really feeling like it. And I'm even talking about the possibility of a tribe swap, and I low-key like need that. I low-key need that. I need to be saved. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm in prison in this tribe. I feel like I'm missing someone. Or did I assess everyone? I think I maybe assessed everyone. But, yeah, I feel like I'm in prison in this tribe. I really feel like I need to be freed. I really feel like someone needs to get the keys and unlock my cell, take off my handcuffs, because I literally feel like I'm in prison. I need to be saved. Please, if anyone sees this, come and save me. Come pick the lock to my cell. Save me. Please, someone watch these. I get 0 views. I'm feeling like a loser. I'll do like a TLDR. TLDR, yeah, too long to narrate. Ideally in my diary room before or after, because I have to wait for this to upload. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not feeling the best in this tribe because we have the trio of Katie Rock and Jason pre-existing, and it doesn't seem like everyone hates you. I don't know, because Katie was also telling me out like Jason was like, "Oh, you're my rock." Like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. But I would like a tribe swap, to be completely honest. But if I'm being tribe swapped, I would really love to go with Apple. I would love to go with their trio in general, but I don't know. We will see. Hopefully, if we don't tribe swap, I'll be able to learn about the journey through Exy because, like I said, I think they have a relationship with Jason, and I don't, and I never will, and I'm completely okay with that. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up because this is getting long. Free me.
Just like that, Ryan was unanimously voted off of their tribe, which everybody kind of saw coming since they just didn't necessarily connect with everybody on this tribe. Maybe in a different season on a different tribe, they could have thrived. Thank you so much for playing, Ryan, and I hope that you had a good time. In the next episode, we're going to see things shake out even more, and as things get even crazier in Season 8, who are you rooting for? Who's the front runner? Comment down below what your thoughts are, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye!
Taste of survival, cooking up the heat from breakfast to tribe. You gotta outcook, outfeed, outlast, or you'll be the next dish served up way too fast.